Hey, what's up? This is JBAT, and today I will be doing a review for Batman and Robin, the official comic adaptation of the film. And this was the last Batman film released in the film franchise from 1989 to 1997. So this was like the final comic adaptation too of those, of the last film, which was the fourth film. The artwork in it is pretty good and everything, the dialogue and everything, the script is pretty good. So yeah, this would be my review for Batman and Robin, the official comic adaptation. This is JBAT. Hey, what's up? It's me, JBAT, and today I'll be doing a review for the official comic adaptation of Batman and Robin, the 1997, final film in the Batman film franchise, the original film franchise, and this was released in 1997. And just like the previous, Batman Returns and Batman Forever, I got this when the movie was actually out. You know what I'm saying? I found it in the comic book store during the time. So yeah, this will be my review for that. And again, like this, the only person to return for like the creators of this is Dennis O'Neil. He's the only one that went from Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and now Batman and Robin as the writer. You know what I'm saying? But now you have like different artists in here this time. You got a new penciler, Rodolfo DiMaggio. Then you got an inker, Bill Sienkiewicz, colorist Pat Gowrie, and then color separator Jameson, and letterer Albert D. Gusman. Plus the cover painting was by C. Michael Dudash. So you got all these different like artists in here this time, but Dennis O'Neil was the only one who returned to actually write the story for the comic adaptation. Now I believe out of all the four films, comic adaptations, it looks like Batman and Robin is the one that really followed closely to the film itself. Really followed the movie completely close. I mean, everything was exactly like how the film was. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of the dialogue was off, but there were a couple of scenes that because like the opening of the comic adaptation, it starts with like somebody like they're filming it like a director, like maybe it's like Joe Schumacher. I don't know because they have long hair, and I know he had long hair, Joe Schumacher. So I thought that was kind of odd because the film didn't open that way, but the comic adaptation opens like somebody's filming, like a director is filming it, and then Batman and Robin show up, you know what I'm saying, and go take out Mr. Freeze inside the museum. Now also in the comic adaptation, I think this is the first one that was showing their eyes like white. Like Batman and Robin eyes were actually like white in the comic adaptation. Like whereas like in Batman and Batman Returns, and I think Forever, their eyes their sockets weren't white. But in Batman and Robin, I think they were like white, you know what I'm saying? Like the actual insides of their eyes were like white, almost like how they look in the comics with like Barbara, and Alfred, you know what I'm saying? Which I still kind of complicated, you know what I'm saying? Because Barbara is really Commissioner Gordon's daughter, but in the film version, by Batman and Robin, even in the comics, she is Alfred's niece. So I always thought that was kind of odd. But Vivica Fox, she played some character called Misbehaving, and Misbehaving is not in the comic adaptation at all. Cause she was around Mr. Freeze in the film, and she was played by Vivica Fox, Misbehaving. But in the comic adaptation, there is no misbehaving at all. So I thought that was kind of odd too. But just like at certain other scenes too, I ain't gonna really touch on. So like the way Batman apprehended Mr. Freeze when they was chasing like each other in Mr. Freeze like in his ice vehicle, and then Batman in his Batmobile, and then Robin was on a Batcycle. It's kind of different than how they apprehended Mr. Freeze that time. It seemed like he apprehended Mr. Freeze more easily than how he did in the film. You know what I'm saying? That's why Batman. Yeah, just like the previous adaptations. This is exactly like the film. And to me, I think this is the one that really sticks more closely to the film. You know what I'm saying? Like scene for scene, still certain things that are kind of off. But the artwork is excellent. And again, George Clooney as Bruce Wayne, Batman, and looks just like him. Or like Chris O'Donnell as Dick Grayson, Robin, and looks just like him. Arnold Schwarzenegger as Victor Freeze, Mr. Freeze, and Uma Thurman as Pamela Isley, Poison Ivy. Then, Michael Goff as Alfred, Pat Hingle as Commissioner Gordon, and Alicia Silverstone as Barbara, Now in the film and in the comic adaptation, her last name was Wilson, but she's really Barbara Gordon. But in this Barbara, Batgirl, she looks exactly like how she looks, And there's also moments in it when Dick, Robin, he kind of looks like Nightwing. Like his emblem is blue. That's like towards the end though. It's like emblem. It's like blue almost, like he's Nightwing or something, So I thought that was like a nice little touch they had here, But yeah, just like the other ones, you wouldn't even have to watch the film if you read this, It's so closely to the film itself, See, I would recommend this, and this is my review for Batman and Robin, the official comic adaptation. And this is JBAT. Alright. Hey, what's up? This is JBAT, and as you can see, this is the official comic adaptation of Batman and Robin. As you can see, it has Batman on the cover, Robin right here to the left, the Batmobile down here, Batgirl, Poison Ivy, and Mr. Freeze, And all of them look just like their true counterparts, Arnold Schwarzenegger as Victor Freeze, Mr. Freeze, Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, Pamela Isley, George Clooney as Batman, Bruce Wayne, Chris O'Donnell as Dick Grayson, Robin, and Alicia Silverstone as Barbara, Batgirl. So yeah, these are like the images from like the inside of it, As you can see, that kind of looks like, George Clooney somewhat, And to me, they still don't look as good as the first comic adaptation from the original Batman '89 film, It's still, the artwork still doesn't look that good. And Dennis O'Neil was the only person that returned to write this, He wrote all 4 comic adaptations of the films, And this version, you had like different artists like Penciler, Rodolfo DiMaggio. The inker was Bill Sienkiewicz. The colors was Pat Garawi, and the color separator was Jameson, and letterer was Albert D. Gusman, and the cover painting was by C. Michael DeBad. So these are just some of the images from the comic book, As you can see, that was kind of like Uma Thurman. Yeah, Bane there. He was played by the late actor who passed away. I forgot the guy's name, but he was like a wrestler. But yeah, they go to Bane images, It's decent. Like, see, Gordon, he really didn't look that much like Gordon, but I thought he did a pretty good job on this, So yeah, this is Batman and Robin, the official comic adaptation of the film. And this is JBAT. Alright. In the end, Batman and Robin, the official comic adaptation of the film, it's excellent, just like the previous comic adaptations. It's exactly like the film, scene for scene, dialogue for dialogue. So there wouldn't even be any need to watch the film itself, And this was the last official comic adaptation of the Batman films, because Batman and Robin was also the last film at the time, back from 1989 to 1997. So I would recommend this, and this is JBAT, and this is my review for Batman and Robin, the official comic adaptation.